Hello guys, my name is Abdullah and welcome back to another coding problem explanation video. Today we are solving the LeetCode problems digits. Clear digits. This is a very interesting string problem and the main idea is using string like a stack. So first let's break down the problem statement. We are given we are given a string S containing lowercase letters and digits. Whenever we encounter a digit, we need to remove the closed character present before the digit. After processing the entire string, we return the final remaining string. Now let's look the example given in the problem. For example, input S equal to ABC. So output is same ABC because no have any digits, so output same. Another example, for example, uh, CB34 CB34 process step by step. So first C and B and after 3 so current CB and after 34 so first B is removed and after C34 also 4 is digit is also removed and C is also removed, so finally answer empty state. So so now let's think about the brute force approach. One possible solution is whenever we find a digit, we move the backward and find the nearest character, then remove it. But continuous searching backwards and removing character is not efficient. So, so brute force work it is not the best approach. Now let's move to the optimized approach. Instead of searching backward every time, we can use a string as a stack. The idea is very simple. Whenever we get a letter, store it inside another string. Whenever we get a digit, remove the most recently added character. Why? Because the closed character before a digit will always be the last stored character. That is exactly how a stack works. So push back add character and push pop back remove nearest previous character. Now let's move the code. So first string result and I use for loop and and I check if s of I greater than equal char, it means character letters and range between s of I j. Only we given lowercase 16. So resultant puts back add the character s of I. Otherwise we remove added string and finally return result. Now Let's understand the code. First, string resultant empty, and resultant is string will store our final answer. Now we traverse the string for loop. If the current character, so check if the current character range between small a to small j, so resulted push. This simply store. Otherwise, otherwise it comes digit. So remove the resulted stored value. The nearest character remove. According to the program, we have removed the nearest previous character. So last remove. Since the latest character pattern is the end, finally return resulted. Now I run the code. All test case is successfully. So I create a test case. For example, sorry, I second test case CB34. Initially result empty and first character is C. C later found, it means resulted push 8 character. Second B. B is also later and push resultant string. So finally resultant string CB, and when third is 3. 3 is not digit. Remove last character. So last character remove. So C is last. So B is removed and finally result is C. And last character is 4. 4 is also digit. So last character resulted is C. C is removed and finally answer is empty string. Loop ends and return state. So I submit the code. Accepted successfully. Now let's talk about complexity. Time complexity 1. Because we traverse the string only once, spec complexity 1. Because we use an extra string stored characters. So thank you.